Beloved starseed of Gaia, your entry into this world was never ordinary. It was a calculated insertion point, a precise moment when ancient consciousness chose a body, a bloodline, and a timeline to fulfill a mission that began long before this lifetime. I am Alayara, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I have been sent to deliver this transmission directly to you. Because what surrounded the moment of your arrival on Gaia was never random, and there is information encoded in that beginning that you are only now ready to receive. The ones who received you loved you, but they could not see what you carried. They could not name the frequency embedded in your first breath, the light codes sealed into your earliest memories, the home frequency that your soul was already mourning the moment it crossed into physical form. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to read the energetic and emotional conditions of your arrival, and how they were divinely orchestrated to shape your awakening on Gaia. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Seven Sisters, and you are ready to anchor your light mission on Gaia. Most people think the ache in their chest is just a longing for a simpler life, a gentler world. But for Pleiadian starseeds, that yearning isn't for a place. It's for a frequency. It's the sensation of hearing a song from far away and realizing your whole body remembers the melody, even if your mind can't name it. Somewhere deep in your being, beneath personality and history, and the roles you've had to play to survive here, your heart still resonates with the unconditional love and radiant unity of the Seven Sisters. A resonance your earthly mind can't quite explain. You felt like a stranger here, walking through life with simultaneous nostalgia and wonder, as if you're standing at the edge of a vast ocean at night, feeling the pull of tides you cannot see. There is an invisible gravity in you, a soft insistence that there is more than this world's noise, more than its rush, more than its sharp edges. And that insistence doesn't come from fantasy. It comes from remembrance. You've been haunted by the trace of a memory you can't access, because it's written in light, not words, not stored in the brain like a story, but stored in the heart like a living atmosphere. And sometimes when you're alone, when the day is quiet enough, when the air feels thin and the sky looks too vast to be accidental, you feel it. A tenderness that isn't yours alone, a belonging that doesn't match anything you've known on Earth. It's as though your soul is reaching toward a home you cannot point to on any map, because your home was never a location. It was coherence. It was unity. It was love that had no opposite. Why do so many Pleiadian starseeds struggle to break through the haze of forgetfulness? It's not weakness, and it's certainly not accident. The veils that dim your remembrance were chosen long ago, woven into your crystalline DNA as a way to protect your codes and ensure you would awaken when the frequency of Gaia, and humanity, was ready to receive what you carry. There are certain treasures you don't bring into a storm with your hands open. You wrap them. You seal them. You hide them where only the right key at the right hour can unlock them. That is what this forgetting has been. Not a punishment, not a mistake, a sacred encryption. Because what you carry is powerful. It isn't merely a sensitivity or a poetic worldview. It is an architecture of consciousness. You came in carrying blueprints seeded by Alcyone, the great central sun, encoded with missions of heart healing and unity restoration. Think of these blueprints as luminous schematics, pressed into the subtle layers of your being, waiting for the exact resonance to unfold like a flower. Earth's density is thick. The collective field can feel like heavy weather, like static that blurs the signal, like fog that makes even familiar streets feel foreign. The noise of the world can choke out higher vibrations and tempt you to descend into forgetting, to mistake your empathy for burden, to ignore your visions as childish dreams. You may have wondered why you can't simply push through the fog. But the fog is not only personal, it is collective. It is the accumulation of fear, separation, survival, and old stories that have been repeated so many times they harden into reality. And yet even inside that thickness, your codes remained intact. Quiet, yes, but untouched. Like seeds beneath winter soil, waiting for the first honest warmth to arrive. Many of you learn to doubt your heart, to rationalize away the sensitivity, the intuition, the uncanny sense that you are being watched over, even guided by presences outside the visible spectrum. There were moments you felt a hand on your shoulder when no one was there, a warmth in your chest during grief that made no logical sense, a sudden knowing that arrived complete, as if delivered rather than invented. You were taught to fit into Earth's fragmented paradigm, work, achieve, separate, while your true Pleiadian nature yearns to unite, to co-create, to hold space for love without condition. You may have tried to become normal, to make yourself smaller, quieter, less intense, less tender, less strange. You may have swallowed your gifts so you wouldn't be judged for them. But you cannot permanently silence a star. It may dim behind clouds, but it does not stop burning. As a result, your crystalline codes lay dormant. The wisdom of your star family whispers, but you learned to silence it. Your heart's portal to home began to close, trading unity for survival, exchanging multidimensional memory for earthly belonging. This is why you can be surrounded by people and still feel alone, why you can accomplish what the world calls success and still feel hollow, why you can do everything right and yet feel like something essential is missing. It isn't that you're ungrateful. It's that your soul is calibrated for a different baseline, a reality where love is not a reward, but the atmosphere. A new transmission is arriving, and your frequency crackles for a reason. You may feel it as restlessness, as sleepless nights, as sudden emotional surges that don't match your current circumstances. You may feel it as a desire to simplify, to cleanse, to step away from the loud and artificial. You may feel it as a strange pressure in the heart, not painful, but insistent, like a door that wants to open. The longing you feel for home is not loneliness. It's your soul's beacon, signaling that the cycle of remembrance has begun. It's like a lighthouse turning its beam through the fog, not to remind you that you're lost, but to reveal that the shore is nearer than you think. The Pleiadian High Council has initiated waves of activations, calling their children to awaken from slumber, to open their heart grids and remember not just who they are, but why they came to Gaia now. And notice the timing. Not years ago, not someday. Now. Because Gaia's field is shifting, the planetary song is changing keys. The human collective is being pressed, and pressure reveals what is real. This is your timeline for reunion, not as escape, but as mission. To bring the Pleiadian frequency into human form and anchor it here, as a love-light bridge between worlds. This is the sacred paradox. You are not here to leave. You are here to bring home here. To let what you remember become a living presence on Earth through your choices, your gaze, your words, your compassion, your courage. Your memory lives in your heart, waiting for the frequency that will set it free. And that frequency is not only cosmic, it's practical. It's the way you breathe when you choose presence over panic. It's what happens when you stop betraying your own sensitivity and start treating it as intelligence. It's what happens when you choose love as a discipline, not a mood. Scripture echoes this truth in a language Earth remembers. The kingdom of God is within you. Not out there, not later, not earned. Within. And in another place, perfect love casts out fear. That is the Pleiadian signature. Love that dissolves distortion, love that restores coherence. If your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These are not meant to give you a new identity. They are meant to remove what is covering the identity you've always carried. They are energetic companions, like tuning forks that help your system remember its original note. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You may feel it not as drama, but as a quiet settling, a gentle inner yes, the sense of coming into alignment the way a compass needle stops shaking when it finally finds north. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely, because some doors are timed, not to exclude you, but to honor the reality of cycles and readiness. The journey of activation unfolds across 7 phases, each one a step deeper into the remembrance of your Pleiadian lineage and the sacred mission you agreed to uplift here on Gaia. And as you move through these phases, remember this: awakening is not a performance. It is not something you prove to anyone. It is a soft, steady return, like dawn, unstoppable, quiet, patient, inevitable. Phase 1. Dissolving the veil. Your energy field has absorbed dense patterns and doubts that cloud your vision. And it's not your fault. You arrived here into a world that rewards armor, a world that often confuses numbness with strength, a world where people learn to survive by disconnecting. Over time, that disconnection becomes a veil. Beliefs inherited from family lines, fear-based programming carried through schools, media, religion twisted into control, relationships shaped by scarcity. The first phase is sheer noticing, a gentle awareness that your heart's signal is being dimmed by inherited beliefs and fear-based programming never meant to exist within your Pleiadian blueprint. Noticing is holy. It's the moment you stop being hypnotized. It's the moment you step back and say, "This fear is loud, but it is not me. This shame is familiar, but it is not mine. This pressure to be less is strong, but it is not truth." True clearing begins the moment you choose to witness your longing with love rather than judgment. The veil dissolves not through violence, but through compassion. Like fog burning off when the sun rises, it thins because something warmer is present. Practically, you'll notice your triggers differently. You'll feel the impulse to abandon yourself, and then you won't. You'll sense old survival responses, people-pleasing, overthinking, self-silencing, and instead of hating yourself for them, you'll bless them for trying to protect you. You'll breathe into your chest and gently reclaim the space you've been evacuating. In this phase, you begin to separate signal from noise, and the signal is always love. Phase 2. Igniting the heart portal. Your heart is the repository of all soul memory. This is where the crystalline codes hum, waiting for the frequency match to unlock them. The heart is more than emotion. It is an interface. It is a gate. It is a temple. When it's guarded, life feels flat, suspicious, brittle. When it opens, reality becomes luminous again. In this phase, you release the defense around your heart, allowing it to open, not with force, but with compassion. Not by demanding you forgive before you're ready, not by pretending pain didn't happen, but by letting your heart be real again. You begin to feel what you've been numbing. And yes, there can be tenderness there. Grief, old loneliness, the ache of being misunderstood. But beneath that ache is the subtle pulse of unity, the memory of belonging to a field of unconditional love beginning to rise. It might come as tears for no reason, as sudden waves of gratitude, as an unfamiliar softness toward yourself. Here you realize you are not broken. You are holding the seeds of a new world. Seeds often feel like nothing in the hand, small, unimpressive, but plant them in receptive ground and they become forests. This phase is where your compassion becomes a technology. You practice returning to the heart when the mind spirals. You practice speaking to yourself like you would speak to a child. You practice choosing gentle truth over brutal self-criticism. And as you do, the portal ignites. Not as fireworks, but as warmth, as presence, as a quiet inner homecoming. Phase 3. Receiving the star map. Visions, dreams, and intuitive nudges will intensify. You may start waking up at the same time each night, as if an unseen bell is ringing. You may have dreams that feel more real than waking life, with colors too vivid to be imagination. You may feel drawn to certain places, certain sounds, certain symbols. You start to sense your Pleiadian guides, the presence of the 7 sisters supporting you. Some will feel them as a pressure of love behind the sternum, others as tingling at the crown, others as a sudden calm that arrives in chaos. This phase is about saying yes to the multidimensional wisdom flowing in, receiving the cosmic downloads, understanding synchronicities not as coincidence, but as the breadcrumbs home. The same number appearing repeatedly, the right message arriving at the exact moment, a stranger saying the sentence you needed, a book falling open to the perfect page. These are not random when your field is activating. They are communications in the language of resonance. Here, remembrance becomes active. Your orientation to Earth deepens, yet you no longer feel exiled. You begin to understand that being on Earth is not a mistake. It's an assignment of love. You learn discernment too. Not every sensation is guidance. Not every vision is meant to be chased. The star map is received through stillness, through devotion, through humility. You let the map come to you, piece by piece, like constellations emerging as your eyes adjust to the dark. Phase 4. Anchoring the frequency. Your own body becomes a node in Gaia's crystalline grid. This is where awakening becomes tangible. It stops being only inner experience and becomes embodiment. In this phase, you root your Pleiadian light into the earth, allowing love to become your primary transmission. You start to understand that spirituality isn't an escape upward. It's a descent of light into matter. It's heaven meeting earth through you. Here, you embody your mission, not by abandoning the ordinary, but by elevating it. You wash dishes with presence. You speak to a cashier with kindness that changes their day. You hold your boundaries without hatred. You stop participating in gossip because you can feel the distortion it creates. Every act, every word, every relationship becomes an opportunity to radiate the unity consciousness you carry by birthright. You may find yourself drawn to nature more strongly, needing bare feet on soil, needing trees and water and wind to help your nervous system recalibrate. You may feel your body asking for cleaner food, more rest, less stimulation. That is not weakness. That is calibration. You are becoming a clearer instrument, a cleaner channel for the frequency you came to anchor. Phase 5. Integrating your multidimensional self. Resistance may flare as you oscillate between old patterns of separation and your rising unity blueprint. Some days you will feel expanded and certain, and other days you may feel like you're back at the beginning. This is normal. Integration is not linear, it's spiral-shaped. You revisit old themes at higher levels of awareness, like walking around the same mountain but reaching higher ground each time. You learn to trust that both are part of the recalibration. The human you and the starseed you are not at odds. They are harmonizing, integrating. Your human life is not an obstacle to your mission. It is the container for it. Your emotions are not proof you're failing. They are information, movement, energy seeking coherence. In this phase, unity consciousness moves from concept to felt experience. You don't just believe in oneness, you sense it in your nervous system. You feel how your thoughts affect your body. You feel how your presence affects a room. You feel how love changes time. You realize home is not a place you left, but a frequency you anchor, here and now. And anchoring it requires maturity. It requires integrity. It requires a willingness to be misunderstood without closing your heart. It requires patience with your own process. This is where you stop chasing proof and start becoming proof. Living evidence that gentleness can be strong, that compassion can be discerning, that unity does not mean self-abandonment. Phase 6. Reuniting with your star family. As your crystalline codes spiral open, you begin to feel the unconditional presence of your Pleiadian family. Their love is subtle, electric, unmistakable. It doesn't override your free will. It doesn't demand worship. It simply surrounds you like a field that says, "We never left." Messages stream through the heart, dreams become luminous with reunion, and synchronistic encounters with other starseeds amplify your remembrance. You might meet someone and feel instant recognition, not attraction in the usual sense, but familiarity, like your souls have spoken before words. You may find communities, songs, teachings that feel like they were waiting for you. Loneliness evaporates as heart telepathy, subtle communion, and a profound sense of togetherness returns. You begin to realize you are part of a vast network, many awakening at once, many receiving similar nudges, many remembering the same core truth. Love is the mission. Even if your life circumstances remain the same, your inner atmosphere changes. You are no longer begging the world to understand you. You are allowing yourself to be held by a bigger family, a bigger intelligence, a bigger love. And in that holding, you become steadier, braver, softer, without collapsing. Phase 7. Embodying the bridge. The final phase is embodiment. Not theory, not identity. Embodiment. You now understand that you are a bridge between worlds, a living transmission of the Pleiadian star wisdom and unity fields. This does not mean you become perfect or float above human life. It means you become real. It means you become coherent. It means you become a place where heaven can touch earth without distortion. Your vibration alone uplifts others, activating dormant codes in those ready to remember. Sometimes you won't even know you did it. Someone will leave a conversation with you feeling lighter, not because you fixed them, but because you didn't judge them, because you listened, because you saw them. You become a walking portal of love, no longer seeking to fit in, but to awaken hearts wherever you go. You don't need a stage, you don't need a title. Your life becomes the message, how you respond when things go wrong, how you treat your body, how you handle conflict, how you bless strangers with your attention. This is what a bridge does. It stands steady while others cross. It holds weight without collapsing. It connects what seems separated. You might wonder why this process of forgetting and remembering was necessary at all. Here is the truth your heart has always known. You are not lost. You are returning in perfect timing to your divine origin. The amnesia was a protection, a sacred pause orchestrated by your star family and the Pleiadian High Council, so you could awaken at the pace Gaia required. If you had arrived fully open, fully aware, fully luminous, you might have been overwhelmed by the density, or targeted by forces that feed on distortion, or tempted to flee rather than anchor. So you chose the veil. You chose to enter the dream and wake up inside it. That is courage. That is mastery. Every ache was a compass, every dream of home a nudge back to the central sun, every moment you felt alone a threshold to greater belonging. Even your heartbreaks were not wasted. They taught you what love is not, so you could recognize what love is. Even your sensitivity, the thing you tried to hide, was training. Your ability to feel fields, to read what isn't said, to sense the unspoken wounds in others, to bring calm into chaos. You did not lose your cosmic memory. You hid it, trusting you would retrieve it when the clarion call sounded. And now it is sounding. Not as a trumpet in the sky, but as a vibration in the chest, as a quiet insistence in the soul, as an increasing intolerance for anything that isn't true. Now, as your soul resonates with these words, understand this. You came not to escape Earth, but to consecrate it, to become a torchbearer of remembrance, a reweaver of unity through your Pleiadian lineage. Consecration means making something sacred by your presence. It means you don't wait for the world to become holy. You bring holiness through how you live. This world does not need more fixing, it needs more remembering. Remembering that every being is sourced from the same light, that separation is a temporary illusion, that love is not naive but foundational. Through your heart, the song of the seven sisters pours in, harmonizing the field, raising the frequency of all. Like a tuning fork struck in the center of a crowded room, Your coherence invites others to come back into coherence. Like a candle in a dark house, your warmth reveals what was always there. Tonight, before sleep, place your hand on your heart and simply say, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. And as you say it, don't strain to feel something dramatic. Let the words land like seeds. Let them settle into the chest like warm rain soaking into dry ground. Let your nervous system hear the message it has been waiting for. You are safe to remember now. You are safe to open now. You are safe to be who you are now. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.